Hey guys, comment Saturday. I was going to do a workout video outside, but the weather sucks, so we're indoors again. All right. Today, what I want to cover is footwork, basic footwork, and also some drills which you can work on and things to improve them. Okay, I'm going to go through a little workout and a few warm-ups and things like that too. Okay. So footwork, a couple of things. At least the way I approach footwork is that I separate them into shapes. So we've got a box, we've got a circle, and we've got a triangle. All right, and we're going to use all of them, and you'll see how it all kind of fits in. Okay, the circle is really the mother of all motions, so I guess you could say it all comes in a circle anyway. But in order to train it, to categorize things in a bit more of an easy way to digest, bite-sized pieces, we like to separate them into shapes. Okay, so foundation for everything is what we call this Yi Ji Kim Young Ma. That's like a goat restraining stance, if you literally translate it. Okay, it's kind of funny because the knees are kind of inward, so you're like holding a goat, like come on, no, don't move, that kind of thing. Okay, it's also called the character 2 adduction stance. So if you look in Chinese characters, the number 2 is symbolized by 2 lines, one long line and one short line. Okay, so you imagine that your feet are like that, right? Your heels are on the long line, your toes on the short line. They're like this, so that's why they're in like that. Okay, so that's our character 2 adduction stance, or adducting. Okay, all right. Okay, so anyways, so that's the foundation. Okay, so let's get to it. Okay, so feet. Wait, can you see my feet? Wait a minute. I might need to turn it down a second. Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay. All right, you can see my feet. Okay. All right, here we go. So what I'm gonna do is drop your body, open up. The heels open up first, then the toes open up, and then the heels open up again. So now you're in this correct position. Okay, your heels are about lined up with your shoulders. Okay, and this is where you want to everything comes off of here. Okay, this might not look. I mean, you're probably never gonna see this actual stance in a real fight. Okay, but everything comes up here because it's a developmental drill. So I turn my foot out, and there you go. Turn my foot out here, and there you go. Okay, so that's kind of how it works. Okay, all right. So just a few warm-ups. Okay, let's do some calf raises. All right. So just here, just you hang on to something if you want to, or just do a free hand, whatever. Okay. But sometimes hanging on to something can help. Just do about 10, 20 reps, something like that. Okay. Not sure how many that is, but okay, whatever. Probably about 15 or something. Okay. All right. Then let's do some bodyweight squats here. Okay. Just do 10 for me, but you can do 20 or whatever. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Then for the feet, we're going to do a couple of stretch kicks. Well, a couple of stretch kicks. All right. The first one, we're going to try and touch your knee to your chest. But just a very a loose kick. I'm just kind of flicking it up there. Okay. Very loose. I'm not trying to get a huge amount of power here. I'm just flicking it up. Okay. Although having some snap is actually the key to getting power, but you're not trying to make it powerful, if that makes sense. Hope it does. Okay. All right. Other leg. Flick it up. Try to touch your knee to your chest. All right. Okay. All right. So now what we're going to do here, we have our stance here. Okay. Remember, stance. So we're going to here 1, 2, 3. Okay. And then we're going to do what we call shifting. Shifting 1, 2, 3, 4. Now there is some debate to which part of your foot you shift on. I kind of shift in the center of my foot. The key is to kind of keep your body in center. You don't want to be swinging out like that. Okay, keep it in the center. Okay. Now some people will tell you to shift on the heel of the foot. I've explained it in the past. I don't really like that because it tends to encourage too much leaning backwards. All right, and I see a lot of people doing that. Okay, and plus, when you're you have to issue pressure from the balls of your feet. So if I'm already kind of on the center of my foot, it's very easy to just kind of go forward. And also when you turn with various strikes and things, you will pivot on the ball of your foot. Okay, so that's why I like to do it that way. But some people make it work when they're shifting the heels. That's fine. Okay, just remember you have to be centered. However you can do it while still feeling centered and balanced. If you're feeling yourself leaning too far forward or backwards, it's wrong. Okay, so that's the first footwork, the shifting. Okay, so shift, 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 and the hands are coming out. We call this paksa, like it means like slapping hand, but it's like a forward, a parry. Okay. Okay. And the thing about paksa is it is a parry, but let's say I slip over the arm, I can still turn to a strike, right? So it's going to keep on going and bang, right? Okay? Boom, boom, boom. So this motion here is responsible for actually stepping with power, okay? And actually stepping with balance and control, okay? All right, that's the next thing. Now we're going to get into the box step, all right? Well, we call it a box because it's forward and backwards and left and right. You don't have to actually make a box each time. You can, but you don't have to, okay? So we're going to separate it into two, okay? Into forwards, backwards, and left and right. One other thing too. Don't stand on a tightrope like this. You have no balance that way, okay? All right? You have to be more squared up, okay? So you find your stance here. So again, open, lower, 1, 2, 3, and there you go. See, that's it. So I'm gonna go left, forward, backwards, forward, backward. You notice I'm staying centered, right? But the weight is a little bit more in the rear leg, a little bit, but I'm still centered. There. And so you do this 10, 15, 20 times, whatever, and when you stop, you should be able to close back into your stance, in your stance and then to the upright position again, okay? No matter where you move, no matter how many times you move, you should be able to do that, okay? And it goes the same thing, left, right. All right, you're gonna go left, right, left, right, left, right, right. So basic here. And again, I should be able to close up, okay? You should always be able to close up, okay? Remember, that stance, that Yiji Kimyoma stance, that's your foundation for everything. It's like a measuring stick, all right? That's always your status quo, okay? Always go back to that, okay? All right, so there's the box. Now, another thing you can do with the box is you can do the 4 corner stepping. This is a little more advanced, but we're gonna do it anyway, okay? Imagine, so here it helps if you actually draw a box. I don't have one, but just suppose I did, okay? So I'm gonna step here. I'm gonna turn my foot in. We call this kobu, like a leg trip almost, right? Turn the other way, and then I go 180. Then I go this way, and then I go 180 that way. I might turn around, I'll walk around, and now I'm gonna be on the opposite side. I'm gonna go 1, 2, step, 3, step, 4, and then again, okay? So, that's the box. There are some other movements as well. It's too many to cover all here, okay? But these are the basics. You can also step forward with a duck as well. You can also do multiples, but we're just gonna stick with the basics, okay? All right, now when it comes to the circle, all right? This is the foundation for the Bagua system of martial art. Keep in mind, however, Bagua is extremely misunderstood. Actually, internal martial arts Chinese martial arts are very misunderstood, and that's why people who try to fight with them get their asses kicked. Okay, this is not meant to walk around literally around an opponent like this. Okay, this is only a training exercise. Okay. Okay, I might come in here, and pivot or something like that, right? There's other ways I could use it, but I'm not going to actually walk around some guy 5 feet away from him. That's just stupid, okay? All right? I've seen people do that. I actually have, okay? As stupid as that may sound, I've seen it, Okay, don't do that. All right, this is for training only. Okay, all right. So I have my center here. People used to walk around trees and things, but we can use a water bottle or a cone or something like that. Okay, we're just gonna walk around here. Okay, walk around here. Hands towards the center. And when the time is right, I toe this foot in, and then I step in, I go. See, so I avoided kicking that bottle there. Okay. Step in and step. You see that? And so I'm avoiding the bottle. So I'm step. So remember some time ago I spoke about how you don't want to look at your opponent in the eye because your chin will stick out. Okay. You need to be able to see your feet with your peripheral vision, which means your head has you down a little bit. Okay. So walking around here. See, you should be able to see the bottle with your peripheral vision. If you can't see it, then your head's too high. Okay. Here we go. 1, 2, and turn. Walk around a circle. Walk around a circle. 1, 2, turn. One more time, okay? And 1, 2, and turn, you see? Okay? So, in a real situation, I mean, you know, when you notice how we turn and we pivot and things like that, right? In a real situation, I might be there. I might get my foot over here, I'll turn to a pivot and turn to a joint lock or something like that, right? Like I'm here, that kind of thing, right? Yeah. You're not gonna literally see circle walking, okay? But those little steps and little pivots and little toe in, toe out, you're gonna see that, okay? But would not look like a walking, okay? All right. Another one you can do is called a two-step method. A bit more space here. Okay, two-step method. All right. Now we're gonna do this movement called I heard a weird noise there. Okay, do a movement called a carrying strike. Okay, so it's like it has someone's arm and I'm pulling it down like a grasping, like a joint lock seizing type strike. Okay, so I go 1, then I go 2, I pull this foot out, 3, 4, and 5. Then I go to the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See? So I'm going around the circle now. See? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay? And you get the idea. All right, and there's the, we did the box, we did the circle, and now the triangle. Okay? So, triangle. Now you can, okay, yeah. So, you know, you can use electrical tape, or you can use sticks, whatever. I like these Kali sticks. They seem to work pretty well, that kind of thing. Okay, so I just put it on the ground. The first triangle I'm going to do is an inside triangle. So I'm starting at the base of the triangle and stepping towards the tip. See? See, I put it down there. All right. So this is, I'm stepping in towards the opponent. So I'm stepping along the, see my sticks there, okay? I hope you can see them, okay? Okay, I'm stepping along the line. Let's come around here. See? And remember what we said about that, always being able to close back in that stance there? You know, because always test yourself. Every once in a while when you're doing this stuff, test yourself and see, can I close back in that stance there? And am I unbalanced? See, if you're really wide like this, for example, I mean, this sucks, okay? Some people do that. They'll try and lunge and go, yeah! Right? And now look what happened. Right? Okay? So, by always staying on balance, I can move in any direction I want to move in, all right? I can step back, step forward, right? Walk, right? Kick, whatever it may be. But I'll always be in balance. You always want to feel like you can do another move after the last move in your combos. Okay? So anyway, so step in, 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 and again, you have to be able to see your foot, right? With your peripheral vision. Don't be doing this, okay? Okay? But with your peripheral vision, you need to see your foot, okay? And you notice one thing here, look, my left hand is forward as my left leg goes forward. Now my right hand is forward. See? Boom. Boom, boom. See? And then, boom, boom, right? Then from there, right? You can make combos off that, right? Okay. Alright, now for the outside triangle. Now we're going to do this way. Now I'm going to start at the tip and go towards the base. Now what you'd be doing, let's say you got big strong dude right here, alright? You don't want to go right down the middle, alright? That's suicide. If he's stronger than you, you will lose, alright? Badly. So what you want to do instead is step off at an angle, alright? So maybe I will, let's say I do a finger jab, okay? To the throat, eyes, whatever. I'm going to come over here. I'm going to step off here. Now I have an angle. Now I can get his liver or whatever. Come over here, boom, right? That kind of thing, right? You know, I can step here, bang, boom, right? Something like that, right? You know, so this helps us step off. The other one we step in. Now we're stepping off, okay? There's a time and place for both, okay? So now we're going to go 1, 2. Now this is a little tricky because when we get here, this foot is empty and this foot is weighted. Now I'm going to switch so that foot is moving. 1. This kind of footwork is done a lot in like Kali martial arts. Well, that's where the sticks I got the sticks from, training in Kali, right? But that's like Filipino stick fighting, that kind of stuff. Okay. I think they call it arnis in the Philippines actually, but anyway. There we go. See, so stepping off, stepping off, stepping off, stepping off. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, stance check. Okay. All right. So you always want to do the stance check. Okay. All right. Okay. Like I said before, right? There are more things that you can do from that, but still, that does give you a basic idea of how you use the shapes and how it could actually be applicable in real situations, real combat, okay? So a lot of confusion on footwork, okay? Footwork needs to be trained all the time, all right? You can never, ever do too much footwork. Remember that, okay? And that's also the key to stepping properly and being able to get power in your punches and your strikes and things, okay? That's where you would move the hip more, okay? So if I step, and let's say I'm just coming here, like 1, 2, 3, right? 1, 2, 3. Well, what I'm doing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, what is that, right? Now I can have power in my hooks, right? In my punches, right? 1, 2, 3. Because I know I have to move my body a certain way, you know, in order to get power, and it doesn't feel natural unless I do, right? That's why when you get used to doing this all the time, you won't know any other way. So when you are doing the punches, they're going to be a lot better, okay? You know, so just always work on the footwork, the body movement, okay? Your lower arms, your lower legs, your forearms, they don't really matter that much. It's this at the very end of the whip, okay? All this is what really matters, okay? Same thing with kicks, okay? You want to get good kicks, get good knees, all right? Because you know you drive forward with a knee, and bam, you learn to get power in the knees. You get the hip, the foot pivot here, and boom, right when you're gonna get more power in your kicks too, okay? That's the key. Same thing, all right? So, anyways, covered a lot of material today, okay? So as always, if you have any questions, let me know, and see you guys soon.